During the Vietnam War, the American CIA recruited the Iu-Mien and other mountain tribesmen in their effort to prevent the spread of the communism. After the fall of Saigon, multitudes of Iu-Mien and Hmong fled the mountains of Laos to refugee camps in Thailand and other countries such as Vietnam and Burma. In 1976, between 1976 and 1979, the first wave of Iu-Mien people arrived here in the U.S. So in the late 80s and early 1990s, the Iu-Mien community of Sacramento recognized there was a need to bridge communication gaps to other communities because of language barriers, cultural differences, and social problems. Around 1994, several of the community leaders come together to form a service board. Jimmy Pan, Jim Chow, Kevin Sepan, and many others, including the elders, come up with the name of United Iu-Mien Community, Inc.
About 2001, we became a 501c3 nonprofit. Soon after that, we opened our doors to serve the community, and we had an initial funding from the California Endowment, and then we started the senior program at that point in time as well. That program is still really our most vibrant program that's serving the Mien community.
Nay nụ tặng tuấn Iu-Mien Community Services tại liệu và cầu miền liệu nay thành tư bữa tham hay và thành tư ni và thành tư na Monday khơi Wednesday khơi in khơi liệu bữa to trên đi mình cầu chân tao nay chúng tao miền nay nên xe mà bảng tham và mà giàu tham liệu my na community service tại liệu na to ni mình thảo vơi tham nhân giả trên phần in nhiều tham nhé liệu và mình đã tất là hani mình can chân ruộng na và thành tư ni nè thành tư na mà năm con này kiện thành tư bữa tham nhé thì bây sẽ kiện ở mai năm con thành chế mình lao nhé nhung kinh điệp
nó coi năm con tại program tại yêu đóว่าอีบ่มียาวเสให้ถึงตุ้ยบัวเสให้โยพงเตให้เกาอยู่เตว่ายาวไม่ต้องมีนะให้เจ้าก็ได้ให้เยี่ยมเจ้าอย่าให้เจ้าอีบ่มีจันว่าอีบ่อย่างให้ก้องจันว่าอันเดว่ามาจันนี่หล่อเดี๋ยวไม่บ่อย่างให้มีจันนี่ยาวมีตัวจันก้องหิ้วเบื่อมันหิ้วเสมันน้ำก้นแต่อีเบยน้ามียาวเสให้ถึงตุยเบอร์ซ้ำก็
Recently, we changed our agency's name from the United Iu-Mien Community Incorporated to Iu-Mien Community Services. The reason of the move was to reflect the service that we provide and the work that we're doing.
Aside from the senior program, our annual student conference is reaching its 16th year. We have served hundreds, really thousands of Mien students over the years. Many have completed high school and go on to college. Many have also finished college and are working professionals now that are giving back to the community as well, which we are very proud of.
I was a student that attended the Iu-Mien Student Conference probably in my middle school days, and then my freshman year in high school I became a student volunteer. Personally, the Iu-Mien Student Conference brought me closer to my culture. I got to know a little more about where we came from, how we even came to the United States. And professionally, it definitely taught me to be a leader, and I learned a lot of leadership skills as well as social skills.
IMCS actually had a great impact in my life personally. First started off, going to the very first IMCS. It was just a day off of school, and then became something else that had an everlasting effect. It has excelled me into college. I would start off at Sac City Community College, and then went on to Sac State and earned a bachelor's in business admin, and then got a little bit more involved with the student conference, and then got to lead by example. So I went back and earned a master's in recreation admin at Sac State. But beyond the educational point, IMCS has actually helped me with my identity and who I am. As a teenager, I knew I was Mien, but I didn't know what it was to be Mien. And I know I was an American, but I didn't feel like I was an American because I'm not the epitome. I don't have the epitome look of an American. So with that aspect, it helped me identify who I am and that I belong. And I belong as a Mien, and I belong as an American. But on a professional perspective, IMCS, just being around IMCS, volunteering, has helped me with organizing, being more professional, communications, and those are all essential to in the professional world, in the workforce.
I think the Iu-Mien Student Conference is a success because it motivates students to pursue higher education. And like me, for example, I was a student that attended it, became a volunteer, and then I graduated from a University of California, and so here I am, I'm working, so I'm a product of it.
It is great to see more and more youth, teenagers graduating high school and pursuing higher education.
We have sustained the programs that we've had. The third program that I feel very proud of our success is our Iu-Mien Literacy and Language program. And that program has been going on for several years, so it's meeting a great need out there, which is really to try to preserve the Mien language and the Mien culture alive for the next generation.
Hai con tôi vui chuyện, hai fan tôi vui chuyện. Tháng chuyện con này, kẻ mỏ có ô, mấy ông cụ này, đã muốn hai năm tỏ muốn này nè. Hai vui hai con vừa ông cụ, hai chiều kinh chiến chủ ở chủ lồng nhé. Và là vui hai siêu, hai phía ăn chiến liều kiến, thì hai vui cho tầm mạng, thì hít tôi qua ô này được vừa. Con chiều nó phía vui hai hít tôi hàng nó.
Iu-Mien Community Services, I think, play a critical role too in connecting the elders and the youth. Certainly some of the elders have language barriers, and they speak, their predominant language, and the younger generation, I have seen, don't speak or aren't connected with the Mien culture and language, and so that's one I think the most powerful things that you all do is to make sure there's a bridge, to keep that connection together, because that history and that bond is what makes the community strong, which makes the people proud of who they are, where they came from, and so without that, it's hard, for an ethnic minority group to not have that sense of purpose and history and culture.
In the context of the larger community, we are the bridge between the Mien community and as well as the community at large. So we get calls often from the general community that want to connect and reach the Mien community and provide some services or training or information, such as the the healthcare reform and Cover California, and all of the new programs that come into town. We have a hand in it in delivering those programs and services and linkages to the Mien community. The Mien community, on the other hand, because of limited English-speaking community, they rely on us to access the many resources in the general community. So we become a hub, in essence, for the community. And so those are some of the successes that I've seen within the agency.
You know, this is a community that really cares and is engaged and gives back. And frankly, a lot of families out there don't have a lot of resources. And so, you know, whenever I, as a council member, can work with the greater Mien community to engage, I certainly do. You know, I'm proud of the work that I've been able to partner, you know, with all of you, and you know, certainly pleased to continue to do so for years to come.
What I envision for our future is more of a holistic wraparound services for the Mien community. And with your support and your help today, we will be able to reach that dream sooner than later.